Parents are supposed to love and care for their children and ensure they have the best childhood. But today, we'll be going through some of the worst parents who were caught in the act in jail. Just like this mother who did something unimaginable with her newborn.
So they started working her up. We did a pregnancy test on her, showed positive. She was at 9, that she had sex. Then she said she had to go to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom. She was in there for quite a while. We kept knocking on the door. Finally, we got her to open the door, and there was blood everywhere. She was cleaning it up. Okay. So we took her back to the room, and I was afraid that she knew she was pregnant. She had done something to herself. Mm-hmm. So the doctor started doing an exam on her. We had the lady come to clean the bathroom. She put the baby in the trash can, and then she put another clean liner over the top of it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So when they looked in there, there was no trash in there, but it was underneath the clean bag. The baby's dead. Okay.
The nurse informed the officers that Treviso had tested positive for pregnancy, but she had denied having sex. Then she said she needed to use the bathroom and was in there for quite a long time.
I have him in trauma too, but
yeah. How old was the baby?
I don't know. It's full term. She just had it. She had it in the bathroom. Was what happened, and then whatever she did, I don't know. She's gonna lie. She wouldn't tell us she's pregnant. She's been lying the whole time.
Okay.
So that's what's going on. I just pulled the doctor out of the room, so nothing's been said to the patient or the mother that's in there yet.
Okay.
I have Leela, the housekeeper, if you want to interview her.
Yeah.
She's the one that kind of found under
because I wanted to get with you guys first and then get with her to get her statement before I even did anything.
Well, I'm the charge, and this is what has happened.
Okay.
You can interview the nurse that had her,
okay.
the 2 nurses that were taking care of her. You can talk to the tech, which is Lori. She's the one that went in there and actually found it, because Leela's like, this is really heavy.
Okay.
So then Lori went in there, and then of course the baby was underneath the clean liner.
Okay. Yeah. If we can speak with Lori, that
Okay, I'll get Lori, and I'll get Leela.
So officer, the first thing though is I need to make sure that the mother, the woman who delivered the baby, is medically stable.
When Alexei's mother discovered that her daughter had given birth in a hospital restroom, she was obviously shocked. Her mother was left in a state of astonishment and confusion by the unexpected and overwhelming news.
I'm sorry, we discovered a dead baby in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. It came out of me and I didn't know what to do.
Lexi, I told you about this. I just asked you, baby, to tell me the truth.
It was not crying or nothing.
What did you do to it?
Okay, stop right here. Stop. Number 1 priority, guys. Number 1 priority is she just had a baby. I don't know if she's delivered the placenta. She's bleeding significantly.
Yeah.
I've spoken to the obstetrician at Loveless. They want her up there as soon as possible.
Okay.
I obviously need your permission to transfer her for medicals. She needs to be.
She's 19.
Oh, you're right.
But she is a student too.
She's still 19
you're
years old.
right. You're right. She needs to. I'm sorry, I forgot she's 19.
A lot came out of me.
But you need to make sure that you're safe. I need to send you to Loveless to labor delivery.
The doctor informed Alexei and her mother about the protocol that would be followed because of the circumstances. She explained that the police would be involved as Alexei tried to hide the baby after giving birth.
I'm sorry about this, but in terms of delivering a baby and it looked like you tried to hide it, we do have to have the police involved.
And nothing was crying. It came out with nothing.
I know. But the baby's gonna have to be taken for autopsy and there'll be an investigator and everything. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But we need to do this correctly. And I want to be transparent with you about what our steps are gonna be.
Alexei's mother had no idea that her daughter was pregnant, so when she found out that the baby was full term, she was taken aback.
Do you guys have, I'm the charge nurse here, do you guys have any questions for me?
Like, how big is the baby?
It's full term.
What? 9 months? Nothing was crying.
Lexi, have you watched the news of the girls that what they do to their babies and what they go to jail?
Nothing was crying.
The officer told the mother and daughter that Alexei had been detained, but that she was not under arrest. He made it clear that she was not allowed to leave freely.
No, well, right now she's being detained, so she's not going to leave from here at all, period. Okay, so one of us will
Is
be
it in your custody? Like,
Yeah, she's detained. Yeah, she's not under arrest, but she is
Okay.
detained. Okay, she's not free to leave. So while this whole thing is coming up, is you're not free to leave. Okay, one of us will be in here the whole time with you, because you're not going to try to leave or nothing like that.
she
All right.
won't.
Like I said, the detectives will be here. They're going to talk to you.
After transferring her to another facility, the police officers investigated the hospital staff who saw the bathroom and collected information about the case.
The toilets are here where you're at, and then the sink's right here. It was like up this way, blood splatter.
What if,
Like,
In your line of work, what would cause that kind of splatter?
I think something that got pulled out or ripped. Like if you ripped something and blood just went, it was like once you see the photo, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's just,
so like you say, like rip, like something went like that?
yeah, like when you rip something, or if you cut something and you go, like you swing your hand and blood just splatters.
Okay, so
That's how it looked.
Oh, so this was fresh to you.
Yes, this blood was fresh. You
And-
could even smell it.
We didn't know what this blood was from. We were a little concerned that maybe she had, known that we were gonna figure it out and that she might have harmed herself or something in the restroom, so the doc wanted to go check her, but obviously that wasn't.
Initially, the doctors and the staff thought that the reason behind her abnormal bleeding was because she had a miscarriage.
She came out of the restroom. There was a little trail of blood from the bathroom back to her room. We went to her room. I went to get her undressed. The doctor came in, explained to her that she had a miscarriage. Her and her mom had a back and forth about it.
The doctor said she had a miscarriage?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said it seems essentially like, I'm not sure the exact words, so it was a few months ago, but she said, it seems that you've suffered from a miscarriage, which didn't seem totally abnormal. It seemed awful miscarriages before that are very bloody. And so
Was she bloody?
Mhm.
Like
And then there
her
was-
legs?
yeah, she had blood all down her legs, and then there was like blood in the bathroom everywhere. So
Where exactly was the blood and how much?
it was a good amount. It was like on the floor.
The police officers also questioned the cleaning staff about the situation, inquiring about what they saw when they went to clean the restroom and saw blood everywhere.
I was called and to go clean the patient's bathroom in ER around, maybe 2 o'clock or so, I think it was the time, I'm not too sure. So when I went in there, it was a gory, bloody massacre mess.
Could you describe it if possible?
Yeah, there was blood everywhere. There was blood on the floor, on the wall.
Do you remember which wall?
The one behind the toilet, and then the one on the side right here. There's the one where the toilet sits, back of that.
Yeah.
And then on the side.
Where the call button is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And on the floor.
After cleaning the bathroom twice, the maid was horrified to find what was inside the trash bag when she went to toss it away.
When I went to go through the trash, I felt that when I picked up the trash and I looked in it, there was there was trash in it. But I knew that didn't feel like when I picked it up, it was some weight. So I thought it was the trash bags, because we put the trash bags on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started getting the trash out, and then when I did that, I seen that there was a baby in there. And that's when I freaked out, and I called Lori and HT, or the nurses up front, and because there was a baby in the trash. And the baby, when I looked at it, the baby was wrapped up like in a, like at the bottom of the trash can, and with trash on top of it, in a trash bag.
And so how did you see it, like as soon as you picked it up?
No, after I picked up the trash bag that was on top,
Okay,
where
so
they were throwing the trash at, when I picked that up to change it, that's when I noticed that there was, when I seen the baby.
The nurse then gave an account of the horrific moment the baby was found to the police during the interrogation.
Then when I picked it up, that's when I noticed it even more, because all I saw was black and purple. But once we picked it up, like the bag suctioned to his face. And that's when I yelled for my charge nurse, which was HT. And I told him, hey, she put her baby in the trash can. So I handed the baby to him, and he took off to the trauma room and opened up the bag, and then that's when we went and got Dr. Vasquez.
The nurse in charge at that time then told the police that it is evident from the start that the baby was dead.
On the bathroom, and she goes, something's in the trash can. I'm like, I looked in there, there's a clean liner. I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, pick it up. I picked it, I could feel the weight. I knew then we had a serious problem. I immediately took I just grabbed the trash can and went right across the hall into trauma 2. The liner was pulled out, but there was another trash bag in there in the bottom, but it was all it was rolled up. So I had to tear it apart. And then, of course, I saw the baby in there. So I pulled the baby out, got him on the bed, checked for signs of life. There was absolutely no life whatsoever. I immediately came out of there after I did that, went into the room where she was performing the vaginal exam, and I immediately told her, you have to come out now. And she came out, and we went into trauma 2, and she reassessed the baby. At that time, between me and Chris and her, we determined, there was no reason for us to begin any life saving. The baby was completely gone.
Another nurse told officers that he thought Alexi was trying to conceal her pregnancy from the medical professionals.
It seemed like we were being just deceived from the beginning, but that's just my take on it. It seemed like she was very manipulative with us, and it was at least what it seemed like to me. She didn't want you to discover, that she was pregnant, and she wore really baggy clothing. She wouldn't sit still for you. I'm sure she was very uncomfortable too, but yeah, she wouldn't allow you to do it.
It seemed like she'd been trying to hide this pregnancy from her mother for some time. Mm-hmm. So if you know you're pregnant, you're not going to continue taking birth control pills. But if you're trying to hide it, you might start taking weight loss medications. That's just kind of what it seemed like in my head.
After the infant was found, nurses who interacted with Alexi said she never asked about the baby. Instead, they said she was more worried about getting in trouble with her mom.
Do you have any comments?
Not one.
Really?
I was really surprised not one person asked me about the baby. If it was alive, if it was dead, if it was a boy, if it was a girl, no one asked me anything. She didn't even ask. No, she didn't ask. The only thing she started doing was crying and started talking about she didn't know what to do. Not one. I've never seen I've delivered multiple babies and I've seen multiple miscarriages, and I've never seen a reaction like that. And I don't even know what to say about that. I've never seen anything like it.
How would you describe the reaction?
I think there was no emotion except for herself, and she really wasn't even crying tears. She was just, and the only thing she was upset about was that I think she was going to be in trouble with her mother.
She didn't say anything about what had happened. Mm-hmm. She was just essentially worried that she was just going to get in trouble.
One of the most shocking aspects of the incident was Alexi's and her mother's reaction. They were only concerned about whether she was getting into trouble.
I'm just going to tell you this. I've never, ever seen a reaction like that girl. I don't even know what to say about it. There was zero emotion. I don't even know what to say. I've never seen anything like it. I've seen women that are only married, or not married, but pregnant for 6 weeks, and they lose that baby, and they're a mess. You know what I mean? That girl went into that bathroom, made no sounds at all, and the baby came out of her. And I don't even know how she functioned that way, to do what she did and with no emotion. I've never seen anything like it.
According to the court documents, Alexi was charged with first-degree abuse and tampering with evidence after 4 months of investigation. According to the medical examiner, the newborn was died and was not consistent with stillbirth, as the infant boy had air in his lung. Well, if you think this was the only time a mom baby, you are wrong. This next mother's reason, her baby, will shock you.
That was my baby, and I never would have put her in that position. I never would have left her to die. She was my child.
On November 23rd, 2022, Eliana Plummer, then 19 months old, was taken to a nearby hospital due to injuries. After being transported by air to another hospital, she passed away from her injuries there. Plummer had a brain bleed, a fractured collarbone, a swollen and deformed head, and other trauma. The police began questioning the mother regarding the death of the 19-month-old.
5:20, she cried a little bit and went right back to sleep. I woke up at 8 o'clock. She was still sleeping. She was snoring, so she was, as far as I knew, fine. I went into Cameron's room and hung out with him for a little bit to talk, and then went back in there to wake her up before I went to work to take her down to the babysitter, and she wouldn't wake up. I thought maybe she was just too tired. I asked him if I could leave her with him for as long as like if he needed to call me to do that so I could go to work. I went to work for an hour, and he said that he thinks that she needs to go to the hospital. So I came and got her and took her to the hospital. Michelle brought me and I babysitted.
Now, when you, from the time you left her and went to work until you had returned and brought her here, had you noticed anything physically different?
According to Cheyenne Hill, the mother, Eliana, was fine. She also described her daughter's sleep patterns and said the girl was all right.
Was there any other problems with her as far as mobility-wise?
No, she was fine.
Does she crawl
fine.
or
She
walk?
Walks.
She does walk. And playing and moving her arms and stuff like that was all good?
Yeah.
Okay, continue on.
And then last night was fine too. She was walking fine. I gave her a bath before bed too. And she was playing in the bathtub fine. But whenever she went back to sleep at 5:20, and then whenever I woke up, and then she was snoring, which she snores. I didn't think anything was wrong with her. I didn't think anything was wrong with her.
What?
Anyway. So, I thought maybe she was just too tired. I didn't know that she was having a brain bleed. How was I supposed to know she was having a fucking brain bleed?
Hill said that she decided to take Ellie to the emergency room after realizing there was a severe problem with the girl.
Just that she was not moving well at all. So I picked her up, and when I did, I put her clothes and her coat on her and her blankie, and I grabbed her bag and I took her down. And when we got here, I noticed that she was kind of cold and did all this stuff here.
The cops then discussed the reported child abuse that had been reported to the Indiana Department of Child Services.
And she's already well aware of this because I had to meet with her on Monday. Alleging suspicious smells coming from the nearby apartment home. That it is unknown which apartment the smells come from, but that mom visits the other apartments near her quite often with Ellie in her care.
Cheyenne Hill, Ellie on a Plumber's mom.
Okay.
When I had mom take her out of the car seat, out of the car, Michelle's car, Michelle was in the driver's, she was acting fine. She was alert, she was awake, she was moving. And one thing I do know about her is she's never really been verbal. I would have to get clarification from mom about if there's a speech delay or what that looks like. So, I mean, she was moving. There was no weird mannerisms or anything like that. Mom had brought to my attention, because I asked her first what she thought we got a report on the phone, when she was agreeing to meet with me. And she thought we got a report because the child had a knot, is what she said, on that forehead from falling out of the bed. So she said that story.
After that, Hill was taken to the investigator's officer, where she continued making assumptions about what had happened to her daughter.
I wasn't born yesterday, and I know what was going on.
I was smoking weed. I've never smoked anything.
And what did you just say there? What did you
There's
just...
no way that he did that.
I'm not saying
There's no way that he hurt Ellie. I would have known.
How would you have known?
Because...
Would it have been the same way you know whether Kevin and Michelle hurt Ellie?
Because Kevin and Michelle, whenever she'd come back, she would have a bruise bigger from there. That's why it had to have been Kevin and Michelle, because the time frame that they said that it happened.
That's who you want. That's who you want to believe.
No, actually, I want to believe whoever will go to jail, even if it was Cameron.
Then you need to, and I'm not attempting to upset you. I'm not attempting to upset you, and I know I am, but I'm just being candor and frank with you.
Hill became more upset as the conversation continued, as shown by her manner and responses to what was happening.
She slept like that. She slept like the dead, and it sucks because I didn't know. And I will always feel that pain that I didn't know to take her to the hospital. That was my baby, and I never would have put her in that position. I never would have left her to die. She was my child. She was my everything. I would have given my life for her. And you have no idea how badly that hurts me that I didn't take her in, that I didn't know to take her in. I went to work for an hour of my time, and I feel terrible for that, so much so that I can't even go back to work. You don't know what it's like. Don't act like you do, because I didn't forget about her. I spent the entire time trying to figure out whether or not she'd wake up. I asked people at work whether or not it was normal for babies to do that. That's what I did. I asked them at work. You can ask them. Ask Evelyn. I asked her, I said, is it normal for a baby to sleep like that? Because I thought she hit that stage of REM sleep. That's what I thought. But no, I was wrong for going to work to provide for my family, right? I've done nothing but try to take care of her. I will live with her the rest of my life. Whether or not I failed her, as you said. But I didn't do it intentionally. I didn't do it because I wanted my daughter to die. I would give anything to have her back, and I won't get her back. I spend every day crying. I have PTSD so severe that and I don't know what to do. Counseling's supposed to help, and I'm not going to counseling because I don't think it will. I'm losing my mind. He was my one and only. I had a C-section on my tube side. Ellie was it.
Next up, we have a unique case where a 9-year-old sent her abusive parent to jail.
Well, thank you. So, we were called to come check on your son.
Okay, yeah, he's on my phone in the bathroom for like an hour.
Can I come in and talk to you?
Sure, yes. What is going on?
I have no idea.
I have no idea what that is.
Well, you just handed it to me.
Okay, I don't know.
This is your child?
This is my baby, yes. He's been in the bathroom for an hour.
Okay.
Literally an hour.
Who else home with you?
Me and him.
All right.
That's it.
Why are you sweating?
I'm sweating? I'm not sweating.
You look sweating.
No, I'm
Make sure you were in here by yourself.
No, I'm freaking out right now.
So there was other people here earlier. They left?
There's no other people here earlier. My friend Kristen's bye-bye.
So this is your house?
My house.
So you're,
Well, I don't know why you're here.
Well, do you have an ex-boyfriend or ex-husband? Baby daddy?
The 9-year-old boy ran out of the house and handed the cop a Ziploc bag that contained a hefty amount of methamphetamines. The officers had no clue what was happening, but they all were about to be shot.
My ex-husband? Tony.
Tony. He was FaceTiming Tony. He was concerned about his welfare.
There's nobody here.
Well, you're here.
Yeah, no, but what was the concern? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, I guess when he was on FaceTime with Tony, he was showing Tony this stuff that he found in the house.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, I don't either.
Well, I don't even know what is happening. I know that my kid went in the bathroom and for an hour, and I've been like, what's wrong? We were having a popsicle, playing Fortnite, and
Right.
all of
And there was nobody else home? Nobody else is
Nobody
here?
is here.
So all this stuff in this house is yours?
This is all my, yeah.
So everything in the house is yours?
Well, this is my house.
Okay. And this is in your house?
Well, Kristen was here earlier.
Who's Kristen?
My girlfriend. She came by.
Okay.
She's house sitting up the street for our regional manager.
Right.
We're in property management. She has a baby kitten, watching the kitten.
So how is your relationship with Tony?
That's never been good, no.
The mother was later identified as Kendra Long, who realized she was about to get into trouble. The 9-year-old son had found the narcotics and went inside the bathroom to contact his dad through his iPad. Soon, one of the officers went outside to talk to him about the situation, and the kid couldn't control his tears.
And what did you find inside the house that made you scared? Okay. Do you know what drugs look like?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So where were the drugs?
Underneath the nightstand.
Underneath the nightstand? Okay. Gotcha. Do you ever seen anything like that here before?
No.
No? Okay. So where are those at right now? There's nobody inside's in trouble for anything. I just need to try to figure out what's going on.
I just gave him the first person I saw.
Okay, and who was that?
It's an officer to the right.
Okay, so you gave them, the officer, some stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So is there like a lot of people that come and go in and out of the house?
Only people that I know that come to the house are some of her friends, and that's really it.
Okay. Do you think somebody might have dropped something off, or it was somebody else's that they accidentally left here?
I think they dropped something off on accident.
You think they dropped some off an accident?
No, not on accident, on purpose.
Okay.
It was truly heartbreaking to see this brave kid cry, especially realizing he had packed his bags before the officers arrived. This had been a routine, and he was tired of this mess.
Who lives in the house here with you?
Just me and my mom.
So it's you and your real mom, your biological mom?
Yes.
Okay. And you and your mom are the only two people that are here right now?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. All right, any idea who do you think left the stuff here?
Her friend, which his nickname is Poncho, but his real name is Alfonso.
Okay. And is Alfonso kind of a mean guy, or is he pretty nice, or?
I don't see him too much, but just one of those people where you look at him and you know it, and he's always acts weird around me.
Okay.
So you got scared tonight. You called your dad. You found this stuff, right? Where did you find it at?
Under the nightstand.
On accident?
Yeah.
Where was it at?
Under the nightstand.
What's that?
Under the nightstand.
Under her nightstand. So that would be in the bedroom that she sleeps in?
Yeah.
And how did you recognize that? Like, what did you think when you saw it?
I just saw a couple bags. I was curious. Pull it out, and then
The poor child was traumatized by what he had witnessed, crying continuously. The officer continued questioning the child, going into more details about his personal life.
Your dad said he was going to put you up for adoption. Your mom? Have you told your dad that?
yes.
And what did your dad say when you told him?
He was kind of getting mad at how she's like doing stuff like this.
Uh-huh. Okay. Have you told your dad about the other stuff that she's done, the physical abuse back in the day?
Yeah.
And what was his reaction? What did he say?
Mad, and then combination of like concern,
Uh-huh.
like lots of sad feelings.
Okay. Have you ever talked to police officers about that stuff that's happened?
Not really everything.
Okay. You have had police officers out to your house before, though?
Yes.
As the cops kept questioning the mother and her son, Long's ex-husband arrived at the scene as he appeared visibly confused to see what was happening.
But eventually we got here, when they opened the door, they were standing, like he was in front, she was in back, and he literally just hands me. I'm just amazed she didn't try to take it from him or do anything. I mean, I was startled that she just allowed it. I mean, not that I think it's great, because this is great evidence. Yeah, like they were standing right next to each other, and he just hands it to me, which, God forbid if it was fentanyl or something crazy.
Meanwhile, Long still had no clue why the cops were called. Finally, the officers told her what had happened, and she had a pretty hilarious reaction to it.
Kind of explain to me the situation of what's going on.
Explain the situation of what happened tonight?
Yeah.
I don't really know. We're in the middle of a normal night, and then he asked for my phone, goes into the restroom, asks to play a video, and locks the door behind him, and is in there for a long time.
You didn't see that he had that in his hand?
No, I don't even know what this is. I don't know anything about it, what is happening.
So what we're going to do, obviously, we're going to test it and make sure to discover what it is.
Okay.
I mean, to me, it looks probably like meth, you know.
What is that?
You know what?
Like speed or whatever. Like, I mean,
Come
what
on.
happens
Everybody
if-
knows what meth. Watch Breaking Bad. I mean, Jesus.
I have never seen Breaking Bad.
Well, you should. But let's just be really honest. Okay, so it's not good that this stuff was in the house with wherever it was, whatever it is. Let's say it's illegal narcotics. It's terrible that a 9-year-old can find that and have access to it and know that what it is to call the police and have us come out here and check on you and him.
Long tried to appear innocent as she claimed that she had no idea about, let alone using or selling them. However, the officer was unconvinced by her story and educated her about the law.
You're in some trouble.
I'm in trouble?
Yeah, you're in some trouble. In honesty,
I'm in trouble?
well, yeah, I mean, from our point of view, the door opens and hands me what could be a couple ounces of meth
First of all,
that came from your house.
I'm freaking out right now.
100%. So everything we do and everything that we say is always recorded. We have body cams on right now. It's recording you crying and
I'm not crying.
I know, but startled, upset. And I don't believe that you don't know what it is. He claims he found it under your nightstand. I guess you were having him look for a wallet or something earlier, and he happened to stumble upon it while he was looking for something for you. Now,
I have never in my life, I don't even know.
okay. Now, Kendra, I talked to CPS before I talked to you.
Okay.
I guess they talked to you back in December.
Yeah.
And there's been 3 cases.
Yes, there's been
Okay,
a lot,
just-
yeah.
We're talking like normal people. And the case back then that they investigated, that was unsubstantiated, was possible use of illegal narcotics that they were investigating.
As the officer engaged in a conversation with Long, results came back from the lab indicating that the illegal narcotic was indeed meth. The officer then broke the news to her and read her Miranda rights as she was about to be arrested.
That's news to you. That whole bag of white powdery substance is like not yours.
Not mine, not even like anyone I can think of that I know would be associated with that.
We did test it, and it did return positive for me.
Yeah,
I didn't know. Somebody must have. So yeah, it is positive. Now, we're going to forward this on to our narcotics officers. You know, maybe you have a change of heart. Maybe you want to talk to them.
Me?
I'm just letting you know
Okay.
that they're going to get a copy of the report. You may want to talk to them. That might help your situation out. You know, if you do, you can ask any officer that you run in contact with. But at this point, you are going to be placed under arrest for possession of controlled substance.
I'm literally on.
I understand. You can disagree all you want. That's fine.
I don't understand this.
Long kept complaining to the officer as she insisted she had no idea about the incident. On the other hand, the cops praised the young boy and made him leave with his father before they arrested his mother.
Good job, buddy. Proud of you. You did the right thing. Never hesitate to call us if you feel like you're in trouble, okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you
All right.
again.
Thanks for calling us, sir.
1337.
So, 9585.
No problem. I want you to put your pants on, so I'm pretty sure you're good to go. All right. Rear passenger back seat. Rear passenger back seat.
The officers proceeded to take her to jail, where she was charged with trafficking and use. Her bond was set at $25,000, which she paid on the same day and was out. The case has yet to go to trial, but if found guilty of these charges, she will be behind bars for a long time. This mother was ignorant, but these next parents took things up a notch.
They're very loud and they scream a lot.
Yeah, it's called a kid.
On April 22nd, 2021, Flagler County deputies responded to a house after concerned calls were made from neighbors about child. The officers soon reached the house and were stunned to see the visuals from outside.
Are they both your children? Yeah.
The cops kept banging on the door, and after quite a long time, the mother of the kids came out and confronted the cops. Her condition was pretty concerning, and it was evident that the kids weren't in a healthy condition either.
Yeah, you.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you the mother of these children here?
Yeah, what's up?
They've been screaming and crying?
Yeah, they're playing. They have the windows open. That's what they do.
They're not playing, ma'am.
Right, well, he looks like he needs some juice or something. He's showing me his cup.
Yeah, I was just about to go get them.
Okay, well, we're getting complaints that they feel like there's children in distress over there.
Yeah, They're very loud and they scream a lot.
Yeah, it's called a kid.
Yeah. They scream a lot and they're very,
How old are they?
almost 2 and 3. They're very
Is anybody supervising them?
Yeah, I was just in there. Like, I was just in there getting them stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I have my other daughter in the
So there's like 10,000 choking hazards in there that they're locked in that room and nobody's in there supervising them? As they're screaming for the whole neighborhood to call us?
According to the mother, everything was all right. But later, the cops saw cockroaches everywhere inside and even found feces in the bed.
And this apparently has not been the first time from all your neighbors calling in, saying that they hear this multiple times throughout the week. Do you have an ID with you? When was the last time you even changed their diapers? As it's sagging there, probably full.
They had a ton of juice, and it was probably an hour and a half ago that I changed their diapers.
Does this seem to be a safe environment for your children?
Yeah, it's completely safe. It's just, they're very, very loud and vocal. And since both of the windows are opened,
This is a safe environment, huh?
we're still cleaning it out. Their uncles and aunt just left and they trashed the place. So,
I'm not enthused so far, to be honest with you.
The cops were clearly disgusted to see the visuals inside, and the smell was awful. They found out that there were 3 kids inside, aged 1 and 2, and one of them was just 7 days old. Their mother, Christina Coe, kept on line to the officer.
You notice the cockroaches on the walls?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can see the...
So the screen was in there.
Yeah, the screen was in, but you see how they have the holes and stuff, but they're pushing their fingers through, and I mean, I feel like you could easily push that out if you actually tried.
Okay.
It took her several minutes to, it seemed, a good amount of time to answer the door. When she answered the door, she was like groggy and tired.
Was the baby with her when she answered the door?
No.
Yeah, so she wasn't.
The infant was asleep in the bed. She seemed tired, groggy, kind of out of it, like she just awoken. And they were banging on the door that was locked from the other side.
That out.
With an empty juice cup. Mommy.
With an empty what?
Juice cup.
Juice cup? Oh, juice cup. Oh, I was like, what's a tooth cup? Okay.
The cops had enough of their lies and eventually detained them for the time being. However, it was obvious that they would be going to jail for a blatantly kid.
Do you want to explain or?
Sure. So based on our findings tonight, okay, we do have probable cause to make the arrest on both of you. Right? It's just not fair to what's happening with these kids. All right, so both of y'all are going to be going to jail tonight for child neglect. Okay, DCF has obviously custody of the kids, and they're going to be staying with your sister, cousin. Is that what it is? Hopefully you guys are able to get out tomorrow. You can get back to your baby.
yeah, with what? We have no money. I have no family.
I understand, but we have probable cause to make the arrest. Okay?
We don't tolerate this. All right.
Christina started to cry once she realized that she was about to face the consequences of her action. It's truly criminal to think how the poor kids lived there.
That the conditions they're in is unsafe for them in general. Completely unsatisfactory.
I leave my wallet and my ID and stuff for my mother.
You're gonna probably want your wallet and your ID when you go. All right, go ahead. Put your hands behind your back, please. Put your palms together, just like you're praying. Palms together. Palms together, like you're praying. I know you're upset about your kids, but you hitting your head against that glass is not going to do anything. You have 3 little ones that care about you, that are waiting for you.
Yeah.
So let's just get this over with. Okay, we're gonna go get you cleared at the hospital. If you don't want to get any treatment or anything, you'll just have to tell them that.
I don't want to go to the hospital.
Despite being at fault, Christina's entitlement wasn't coming down as she kept on banging her head against the police cruiser in an attempt to injure herself. Soon, the cops got a hold of the situation and drove them both to the police station.
Just tell them you don't want to see them, and they'll just fill out a piece of paper, and we leave. But according to our policy, because you just had
I'll fill it out now. I don't want to go there at all. I hate Advent. They treat me like shit.
Okay, perfectly fine. It's not your decision, it's ours, okay? Our policy states you're going to have to go. If you sign out AMA, that's not a problem. You don't even have to get out of the car. That's not a problem. Okay? At the end of the day, this is what is happening. I'm very sorry to be the one to tell you that, but there's no decision here. There's no choice to be made. This is what's happening. Please do not hit your head against my partition. All it's going to do is hurt and damage my car. Okay?
I don't care if it hurts.
Do you have any questions, comments, or concerns at this point in time?
No.
Great. Close the door. Let's go.
All right, I'm going.
All 3 of the kids were safely handed over to a family member, and both the parents were taken to the police station. They were charged with 3 counts of felony child neglect with great bodily harm. This situation was bizarre, but the actions of these next parents will leave you stunned.
Time to wake up, Liz. Hey! Where your kids are?
On March 16th, 2024, a bystander contacted 911 after he saw a couple passed out drunk and their 2 kids wandering off. Soon, several Volusia County deputies arrived at the beach and woke the parents up.
What's up, guys? Sheriff's Office. Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Hey, guys. Yep, time to wake up, Liz. Hey! The Sheriff's Office! Wake up! Sit up. Alright. Why? Can't have alcohol on the beach. Alright. You got ID? Do you have ID?
Alright. ID or... Give him my ID.
Do you guys have children with you?
Give him my ID or give him yours.
Are they with you?
The couple was later identified as Alicia Langley and her fiancé, Timothy Stevens, who had too much to drink earlier. Soon, he got up and started looking around for his kids, but the officers made sure to arrest him.
Tell me where your kids are. Nice name. How old are they? 7 and 8. Boys, girls, boy and a girl? Boy and a girl.
Yeah, you were everything else on the beach. She passed out. You're supposed to be watching over the kids. So, we're on secret. Put the phone up there.
I'm trying.
What happened to your hand?
It's work.
Work?
Yeah, somebody wouldn't know about it.
Is somebody able to get the kids?
Come get the kids.
Why am I being arrested?
You're both being arrested.
Alcohol on the beach and child neglect.
Can you tell them where we're at? Can you tell them where we're at?
So we're not allowed to have any beer at the
on the
beach?
beach right now. It's illegal.
Huh?
It's illegal to have alcohol.
Is it?
Yes.
I thought it was not glass.
The parents still had no concerns about their children, 5 and 7 years old. However, authorities later found them swimming in a hotel pool nearby, completely unsupervised. Soon, the mother started to throw a tantrum.
Only person that's been nice. Him, everybody else has been heads. So now we both go to jail. Who the is gonna bond us out?
No one.
Exactly. Now my grandpa has to drive 8 hours to get the goddamn kids. No, I wanna listen to what my grandpa has to say. I wanna make sure my kids are taken care of.
We can roll down the window.
I'm sorry, but
we can roll down the window.
And him, I don't trust them. No.
In the truck. She said in the truck.
Can you just wait?
You can roll down the window.
Just wait. I want to make sure my kids.
We're gonna make sure they're taken care of.
Okay, so tell him to come over here and let me listen to what my grandpa's saying.
He's writing down the message right now.
And I can't hear nothing.
In the truck.
I'm telling you to get in the truck, and I'd like you to get in yourself. And so
I want to make sure my kids are.
However, just when you think the drama is over, Timothy decides to run away from the cops, which is surely not the best idea.
Okay? I need you to get in the truck, okay? You're drawing this out too long. You said you want to get this over with. Let's try to get this over with, okay? You got it?
Call an ambulance, please.
Hey!
These parents were neglectful, but what this mother did will leave you stunned.
No! Nobody uses drugs at work, bro.
Carla, this is going to be reference to Colin Ash.
The f off me! What did I say? Get the f off me!
Hey, enough.
Get
You'd be shocked to learn that the two women involved in the altercation were actually mother and daughter. Jackie Crump, a 36-year-old woman, was the aggressor, viciously assaulting and abusing her own daughter. The reason behind it will leave you astonished.
No! She don't listen to nothing, bro!
Okay.
Stop.
Don't.
Give me your keys, Mom. No.
Who drove over here?
I did.
You
She
drove?
did.
Okay.
Let go of my...
Where are the keys at right now?
Officer, please tell her to lock
Okay.
all my things,
Okay,
bro.
where are the keys at right now?
In here!
Okay, well, your daughter drove.
Let go!
Let your daughter have the keys.
No!
Okay?
What?
Let your daughter have the keys. She drove over here, did she not?
Jackie appeared visibly intoxicated, which prompted her daughter to withhold the keys, preventing her from getting behind the wheel. However, Jackie, in her impaired state, seemed oblivious to reason, leading to a disturbing scene.
You take the keys and then give your mom her purse back.
Okay, cut me eyes, please, and I'll give you everything else. Please.
Just take the keys.
Embarrassing. I'm sorry, guys. No, she's
Stop
fine.
it.
You have to go to work. You just let her go
Hey,
home.
stop.
She has to go to work. No, this whole town is bullshit, bro.
Hey, what is your name?
Her name is Jackie.
The officer tries to cool off Jackie, but at this point, she has no understanding of her own daughter, further complicating matters with her erratic behavior.
Just hang out. It's fine.
what, bro?
I'm just chill, okay?
For what,
Just
dude?
chill out for a second. Just chill. All right? You can cry. You can be upset. It's fine. Just hang out for a second.
Stupid!
All right, now. Stop it. Stop it. Now we're done. See, you had your opportunity to calm down. Now we're going this other way. Okay?
After detaining Jackie, the officer swiftly approached her daughter, Giovanni Flores, to ascertain the details of the altercation.
She called me when she was at work. She was there for not even an hour. She calls me and she can't even talk. And so I go over there and she can't talk. She can't control her lips. So I took her to my aunt's and I called the hospital. They came and checked her vitals and there was cops there. And they told me that I need to take her because she definitely needs medical attention.
Amidst tears, Giovanni managed to articulate to the officer the underlying cause of her mother's behavior, alcohol abuse, as anticipated.
You two were the physically fighting?
Yes.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 20.
20, okay.
Yes, I'm her daughter.
You want to pursue charges on
No,
her?
I don't.
Okay. She's heavily intoxicated right now.
Yes.
And you were just trying to get her over here to... Why did she start fighting you?
She doesn't want to because she doesn't, I don't know. She's not her right now. She's never acted like this.
Giovanni was utterly devastated by her mother's behavior. Nevertheless, the officer also took into consideration Jackie's perspective on the entire ordeal.
Trying to figure out exactly what's going on and why she feels that she would need to get you some help.
For what?
I don't know.
Dude? What did I do?
She feels that something happened at work to make you act the way you're acting right now. She feels that probably the way that you're acting right now is outside of your normal character.
Oh, yeah?
That's what I'm assuming.
Let me tell you what.
Okay, tell me.
I've been drugged 3 times and raped twice. How about you tell me how the I'm acting different?
I don't know. I don't know you.
Up till now, Jackie wasn't making any sense, and it seemed like she was blabbering nonsense. However, the officer's inquiry about her drinking brought a sudden shift in focus.
Huh?
She's like this.
She's the one that feels that you need help. That's what we're trying to figure out what you need help for.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right.
Get her help.
You help too.
Get her help.
Have you been drinking at all today?
Yeah.
Okay. When did you start drinking?
Earlier.
Earlier? At work or where?
No.
No. Before work or after?
Before work and after work.
Okay. Before work and after work. Okay.
Both of their statements were opposed, and that's when Giovanni gave a pivotal statement to the officer concerning her mother's alcohol consumption.
She only had 1 drink? Who gave it to her, do you know?
Someone says it was another bartender, some said it was the other way. Someone said it was a drink and some said it was a bottle. And then someone tried to say, oh, she brought alcohol from home, but we don't have alcohol in our home.
Does she normally drink a lot?
Seeing the situation rapidly deteriorate, the officer returned to Jackie to assess her condition.
I'm gonna ask you if you want to go in there and see a doctor.
No,
Okay.
I'm not drugged, bro. She's
Okay.
tripping.
Okay. Yeah, fine.
She's tripping.
Okay, there's no need to yell. You and I are having a conversation. We can hear each other just fine right here. Okay.
Yeah, she needs to know she's tripping.
Okay. How much did you drink before you went to work?
I don't know.
A lot? A
Not
little?
enough.
Not enough?
For her to think I was drugged.
Okay. Alright. So, do you know what year it is?
Yeah.
What year is it?
2023.
You know who the president is?
Yeah.
Who is the president?
Not my vote.
Mine either, but who is the president?
Biden.
Okay.
Observing Jackie's condition, the officer deemed it safe to allow her to leave the premises with her daughter. Subsequently, the officers decided to escort them to their residence. However, they ensured to have a conversation with her daughter beforehand.
Want her having control, right? What I would suggest is that you follow her home. You can park the vehicle there, take the keys. That way she doesn't have access to it. Okay? And she's okay with that as it stands right now.
Okay.
She's okay with you having control of the vehicle, because last thing I want is her getting in trouble or her hurting somebody else or herself because she wanted to go to Allsup's and get a burrito or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay?
The story, however, is far from over. As the officers arrived at Jackie's home, her niece, who was already outside, begins to engage in a scuffle with her.
And what do y'all want me to get checked for?
Because you're saying you're drugged.
No, I wasn't saying I was drugged. Ask this guy.
So what happened?
She was
What
saying
happened?
I
You
was
had
drugged.
one drink
We
and
were
this is what
chilling. We were chilling. We were fine. I don't know where her
They
meds
weren't
out
fine.
of
She wasn't
whatever.
She
No,
wasn't
I came
chilling.
out here
Yeah.
earlier.
I
But
don't want her here though because like she's obviously aggressive and I'm not the one that's gonna do it.
Jackie's niece, adopting a no-nonsense attitude, anticipated trouble brewing, and true to her instincts, chaos ensued in the following moments as Jackie did this.
Hey.
Get out. Come on. You're not gonna push my grandma in the face like that.
Come
Get
on.
out. Get out.
Come on.
Get out.
Are you under arrest
You're
for
not
battery?
gonna do that.
Put your hands behind your back. I watched you touch her.
I went like this.
I watched you touch her.
I said good.
Okay?
It appeared that Jackie was inviting trouble from the very beginning, and her niece wasn't about to let it slide this time. Despite the arrest, Jackie continued to resist the officers, further complicating the already tumultuous night for her.
You can calm down, or I can take you to the ground.
We're going home.
No, you're going to jail.
For what?
For battery. I
Dude,
watched
I
you.
didn't do anything to
I
anybody.
just watched you.
I said
slap
Happy
her in the
Mother's Day.
face.
I didn't slap her. I went like this. No,
I just
my
watched
niece
you.
is trippy.
I watched you shove that
I went
wheelchair
like
out of the
this.
way and hit her in the face.
I said Happy Mother's Day, and I'm really.
Put your hands behind your back. Okay, I'm done playing nice.
Finally, Jackie was placed in the back of the police cruiser, and the officer went over to get her mother's perspective on the assault.
Well, I seen her slap her in the face, throw her wheelchair, and then went like this to her.
No, she shoved the wheelchair, got in my face, but no, she did not hit me.
Grammy, we watched her. She went like this to you.
Maybe she did, but not really hard.
No,
Yeah,
she
no,
did
it
not put
doesn't
a
matter.
hand on me. No, I'm not drunk. I'm not under drugs.
Grammy, I
We
literally
just drove in
watched
from
her.
Alabama.
I saw it, Grammy. We know you love her. We know. But come on, be realistic right now.
Okay.
She did not hit me.
It appeared that Jackie had fulfilled the unfortunate roles of both a neglectful mother and a troublesome daughter in the span of a single night. However, in stark contrast, her elderly mother continued to protect her.
I would go out.
It still
and I
happened
would
in
get
my
her.
presence, okay? It still happened in my presence, so she's going to jail until Monday. Okay?
Well,
if you
I have no problem
if you
with
choose
that.
not to press
But she
charges
didn't
later
hit me.
or to cooperate,
Don't put that on the report.
that's why I have to put it on the report
No,
because
you
I
won't.
witnessed it.
Jackie's mother remained resolute in her statement, but it became evident that it wouldn't sway the outcome, as the officer reiterated the legal implications surrounding the situation.
She did not hit me.
Oh, she didn't hit you, but she went like this to you. She put her hands on you in an aggressive manner, out of aggressive
Okay, and that is the
intentions.
definition of a battery in the state of New Mexico. Okay?
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Then she did.
So she's going to jail, and she won't get out till Monday. Okay?
Moments later, the officer took Jackie to the hospital to get her medically cleared to get into jail.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to walk into the ER.
And then?
Let's go. I'm not playing games with you.
No, I'm not playing games with you either. You're not gonna play
Quit,
games
or
with
you're going to catch another
Dude,
charge.
what the
Quit, or you're gonna catch another charge for resisting.
However, Jackie's demeanor remained unchanged. If anything, it worsened as she was escorted into the emergency room.
Can you please get this guy the out of here, please? Why?
Because he's the only available officer that I have.
Show him your video and get the on.
He will, but he can't.
Unlawful application of force. Get the out of here, bro. I've been a good mom for 20 years. Get the out of here, Peacock. I didn't do to my mom. You are nobody. And you know it. Don't look at me all stupid. Get the out of here, bro.
The doctor arrived promptly, only to clear Jackie, signaling one inevitable outcome. She was headed straight to jail. This news predictably sparked yet another uproar.
Okay, what do you mean?
That was the doctor you were talking to.
And?
It's not about whether or not you have it in your system. It's whether or not you're medically able to be in jail. Okay? The doctor has cleared you. We need to walk you back out to the unit, okay? Don't make it any worse for yourself. If you want, I'll walk you out there.
What do you, please.
Okay.
Please. I don't like this guy.
Okay, I'm going to walk you out to his
He
car.
put me in jail because of my niece's little bitch.
Get out of my face.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. And next time you want to take somebody to jail, you need to clear them first.
Jackie was ultimately booked into the police station, and her demeanor showed no signs of improvement as she continued to be confrontational with the officer. At this juncture, it was glaringly obvious that she had consumed an excessive amount of alcohol that day.
I'm arrested under illegal pretenses by J.P. Cobb. Unlawful force of battery when I gave my mom two little smacks on the cheek and said, I love you. What's your name? No, I've got a lawyer, baby. Not with that camera on. Okay. Here, come over this way. I gotta go. I got this.
She was booked into the Eddy County Jail, facing charges of battery on a household member and resisting arrest. However, she didn't completely suffer the consequences of her actions, as she was released a mere 2 days later, and both charges against her were eventually dropped. Jackie made some grave mistakes as a parent that day, but what this next person did would make her seem like an angel by comparison. The guy you just saw is Brandon Leoner, and he is holding his own baby, using it as a human shield. It all started when the Flagler County Sheriff's Office received a frantic call from a woman reporting that her boyfriend had abducted her 1-year-old son at gunpoint and fled the scene. Moments later, law enforcement located Brandon in a McDonald's parking lot.
Show me your fucking hands, dude! Put the baby down! Put the kid down! Put the kid down! Give us the air. Put the kid down, dude! Put the kid down!
Brandon's actions reached a level of unpredictability that even a madman wouldn't typically exhibit. The urgency of the situation demanded that the officers act swiftly and with exceptional tact, and they responded.
Go deployed, dog kick under the truck. Stop, dude!
The officer got hold of the kid as he deployed a taser. Brandon, however, refused to surrender and kept resisting.
I have a Tango deployment. We're fighting with him right now. I have the kid. Go do work, bud. Okay, good. Here, take this. Take this.
Despite being subdued by 6 officers, Brandon stubbornly refused to resist, clinging to the belief that he could still miraculously escape. Undeterred, the officers persisted in their efforts to handcuff him, employing every known tactic in their arsenal.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting! You're gonna get tased! You're gonna get tased! Put your hands on your back! Tango! 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 Hands behind your back! Hands behind your back! Put your fucking hands behind your back, dude! Get your hands back now! Tango deployed!
It appeared that even the tasers failed to control him, leaving the officers with no choice but to resort to a final, decisive measure.
Behind your back! You're gonna get
gonna get it again. Put your hand behind your back. You're gonna get it again. You're gonna get it again. Put your hand behind your back.
Teacher's got to stop the kid.
Hold on. Stop, please. Put your hand behind your back. It all comes off. You're gonna get it again.
On the side. Stop. Stop. Stop.
The canine eventually succeeded in coercing Brandon to submit, helping the officers to finally gain control over him.
Roll the MS for a canine bite.
Stop. Stop, please.
Please. Get a good search on him, please. Somebody. I don't have gloves.
Brandon was arrested and taken to the hospital where he was treated for the injuries sustained from the canine. The baby then reunited with his mother. Brandon was arrested and charged with kidnapping, using a minor as a shield, resisting with violence, child neglect, fleeing and eluding, and reckless driving. The current updates on the case remain unknown, but one can only hope that justice prevails and this disgusting individual faces the wrath of his actions. The officers did a great job in rescuing the poor baby. However, that's not the last time the cops had to do something heroic like this.
D's not your car? Step out of the car. Step out of the car, bro.
On October 10th, 2022, Deputy Pazmino Alvarez was urgently flagged down by a distressed truck driver who reported that his truck had been stolen, with his 2 young children, aged 4 and 8, still inside. Upon receiving this alarming report, Deputy Alvarez immediately initiated pursuit of the stolen truck.
Roll the window down. What are you doing with the kids? What's going on? Roll the window down, bro.
The man inside the truck was identified as 37-year-old Kevin Smith. However, his identity was on the verge of being exposed by the brave actions of the child inside the vehicle.
D's not your car? Step out of the car. Step out of the car, bro. Okay, step out of the car. Help me out here. It's not you? Alright, let me figure it out, okay? Put that bottle away.
Despite being aware that this story was nearing its end, Kevin continued to make matters worse for him by resisting the officer's commands.
Put that bottle away. Okay, put that bottle away. Okay, I'm gonna ask you to step out of the car and help me out. Okay? What do you mean not you?
Not me.
Okay. So let me figure out. I don't know what's going on.
Step out till you figure it out.
You're gonna step out. I cannot let you. Give me the car keys. Give me the car keys. Give me the car keys.
I know where your dad is.
I know where your dad is. I saw him running this way.
Moments later, Kevin appeared to comprehend what Officer Alvarez was saying, but he had a strange fear.
Give me the car keys. I'm not asking you twice. Give me the car keys. Alright, step out.
I don't know.
I step out. I need to figure out. I cannot let you in the car.
If I step out, you're gonna punch me.
I'm not gonna punch you, bro. No, I promise you.
You will.
I promise you.
You will. If I step out, you're gonna punch me.
Raise it 1 to 3.
Despite his assertions, the officer had made himself clear, and it was only a matter of time before he followed through with his decision.
Is this?
Yeah.
Alright, step out of the car.
No, it's not my dad.
Step out of the car, bro. Step out of the car. Come on. Step out of the car. Step out of the car. Stay here. I need to figure out what's going on. That's all.
Razor 103.
Razor 103. Come here.
Do you need your 94 1018 or you for 4?
I'm 10-4, not 10-18.
Moving forward, we have one of the worst cases ever in which a father mercilessly slaughtered his kids.
Shooter still on the porch. Get him right here. You got him on the porch.
We've asked, that's the last place we've been told.
You show me your hands now! Stand up and walk towards us! Stand up now! Walk towards us! Stand up with your hands up!
29, we got a visual in the mail. Not showing his hands, not following commands.
Stand up now!
Not showing hands for His name is Chad Dorman. Chad Dorman.
I know, but
We gotta go.
I know, but we can't.
If people need first aid and he's not complying, and you know he's a shooter, shoot him.
We gotta find cover first. We ain't no good if we ain't safe ourselves.
In a tragic series of events, 32-year-old Chad Dorman had lined up his 3 kids, aged 3, 4, and 7, and a rifle. Their mother tried to stop this incident and was all in the head. She hurriedly contacted 911. Soon after committing this gruesome act, Dorman was seated on the porch of his house, waiting for law enforcement.
Hey, no. We need to come from this side where we can see him. Don't take cover behind her. We see him. We're going to approach from this side. We got cover. Right here.
6 Robert, 29 and 63 is type out.
We're not working right now.
Show us your fucking hands now!
Stand up!
Stand up! Stand up!
Stand up now! Stand up!
Stand the fuck up!
EMS is safe and air clear. You're going to go ahead and fly whenever any units can advise.
Get your hands out of here. 72.
Cover 21.
The details of this case were sickening, as it was later revealed that one of the children tried to run away into the woods. However, Dorman went over to hunt him and drag him back to the house before killing him in front of everyone. The mother also lied helplessly across the as she continued to weep in disbelief after what she had seen.
It's in there.
Those guys can confirm that there's people that need first aid, and that's the shooter who's not complying. They need to take care of the
I got it.
victims. They have to shoot him and shoot him.
Man, I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I'm completely sober. Never did drugs.
63, we're 21. Get the EMS over here.
Well, I did drugs when I was little, but I don't do drugs now. I'm sober. I'm not trying to fight you.
63.
Get your butt inside. Gatlin, get your butt inside.
We on primary?
Now.
29, we got 3 kids down.
3 kids down, 16 up.
Gatlin.
63, we're 21.
Knock
Have
it off.
EMS respond over here.
You're clear, they're being advised.
Robert 34, just start a mass custody response.
63, do you want them to respond to the Laurel Lindale address? Where exactly do you need them?
We're right in the front yard.
The poor mother was petrified after this incident, as she saw her whole life crashing down in seconds. On the other hand, Dorman appeared comfortable and had no remorse for his actions. Even the cops were stunned to see him acting so emotionless.
What are you doing, man?
Hey, pretty copy all this.
Can I roll over? I ain't gonna hurt you. I ain't gonna hurt nobody.
You got anything on you?
No, I ain't got nothing, man. Phone, that's it. I ain't mad. I ain't nothing. Just make sure that dog don't come out. I don't think he'll bite you. Just don't reach for him and try to grab him and pet him.
All right.
He won't bite you.
What's going on, man?
Nothing. Can I stand up? It's kind of uncomfortable.
I'm gonna
I
get
ain't
you
gonna
here
do
in a
nothing. I ain't
second.
running away. You can do whatever you want with me.
The had the audacity to say to the cops that he won't hurt anybody. The officers then proceeded to escort him outside, and along the way, he remained calm and collected throughout, which was sickening to see.
Here. You the only one else inside the house?
What?
You the only one else inside the house?
Yep.
Sit down right here.
My daughter, she ran over to the fire department.
Sit down.
It's my stepdaughter.
Put him in the cage.
This is Will. This is Will.
They're all being advised there's like 2 additional medics. There's also air clear flying, but they need an LV and medic copy. Yes.
Can you get the wallet out of my back pocket?
Shut up, dude. You had to right to the main side with the fucking user.
Yes, sir.
Take the call. I'm on the lost right now. I'm almost there. Yeah, 90 where Chief and Captain's away.
Durman was indicted on 9 counts of act, and his bond was set at $20 million, which is the highest bond ever set in the county. During the first court hearing, Durman showed some emotions.
They were ages 3, 4, and 7, Judge. In an act of desperation to save her children, the mother at some point grabbed the gun. The father was able to flee into a field near the home. And again, we know from his admission, the father hunted that boy down, drug him back to the property, and executed him in front of witnesses. He's confessed to what I believe is the worst crime, at least I hope, that I'll see in my lifetime. I hope it's the worst fact pattern that ever comes before this court.
And bond's going to be set in the amount of $20 million cash or surety. Anything else at this time, Mr. Guest?
No, Judge.
Mr. Kelm. Mr. Kelm, anything further?
Nothing at this time.
All right, thank you.
The case is yet to go to trial, and if Durman is found guilty, he is likely to get sentenced. Well, nothing might be as gruesome and disturbing as the last parent, but this next mother wasn't the greatest either.
On purpose, he ran right as I came up.
Yeah, he has autism, so.
Police are going to charge you with child endangerment. That's why we added both of his to the plan.
In May 2024, a bystander contacted 911 to report a half-naked child wandering alone on the street. Shortly after, a couple of Green Township police officers arrived to investigate and knocked on the door of the child's home. They were soon surprised by who answered the door.
How are you? Is mom or dad home? What's going on? Police department. Can you come here? Come here. Oh, come here, bud. Hey. Come here. Come here. No, come here. Oh, God. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, Robert 15.
Hey, Robert 15.
The young boy opened the door and wandered out. The cops kept knocking on the house door, but no one responded. It was later revealed that the child was autistic and could not speak. Moreover, he was not wearing anything below the waist.
Hi.
Hey, sir. Stay by.
Is this your doggy? This yours?
So the person that called in was Jenna White. She said that the child and the dog were reunited with the mother and sister at 6130 West Fork Road.
I know Canup talked to him yesterday, but the door was open. I rang the Ring doorbell and nobody's in there. Hello. You wanna? I'm gonna go yell in there some more. Yeah. So yesterday, Canup and I were out here for the same exact kid, and Canup found the parents, talked to them, but I don't know yet. Did he? Right around this time.
You might want to check Sundance if Canada talked to the parents yesterday.
The officer claimed he had encountered the same problem yesterday when he was called to look for the same kid. They even talked with his mother, but she did not listen.
Hello.
I'm going to tell you something. Yesterday, that boy right there
was out here running here. Yeah, we were out here for the same thing yesterday, so.
Okay, I'm glad
Yeah.
On purpose, he ran right as I came up.
Yeah, he has autism, so that's why. But
He had his laptop in his hand, but I thought maybe he's getting,
yeah, no. So that's why. But yeah, we're trying to figure it out. So thank you. Right. Yeah. So yeah.
We'll let you guys charge and I'll stay with him.
Finally, after knocking at the woman's door for more than 10 minutes, she appeared in front of the cop. This was becoming a routine for her, and it was finally time for her to be taught a lesson.
Hello. You want to go over the plan?
So I have a safety plan, okay? And I talked to your mom and I talked to your sister. So your mom said she gets out of school next week, but I still don't want her coming back here until you make those changes on your house. And I'm going to show you something really quick. This is a block that you can buy, okay? And it's just that you're agreeing to allow both kids to stay with maternal aunt, Adrienne, and their grandmother, Angela. The police are going to charge you with child endangerment. That's why we added both the kids to the plan. So I just need for you to sign this plan and initial that I read it to you.
So what the child endangerment
So what that is, so it's gonna be a misdemeanor. All right. What we'll do is I just gotta take you down to our station. I'm gonna do the paperwork, and then we'll run downtown. You'll just have to get processed in, and then it's Hamilton County, so I'm sure you'll probably just get bonded out today. So
The mother, Ayanna Randolph, showed no remorse for her actions and no emotions throughout the altercation. Soon, the officers arrested her and took her to the police station to be charged.
I'm gonna take it with me to my phone.
you wanna, so you can have it. So, you've been cool with me, so I'm not trying to be a dick or anything like that. So not too tight. Roll it in just like that. Turn. There you go. Not too tight. Get you real quick. Go ahead and have a seat, and I'll buckle you in. And it's sometimes more comfortable if you like lean forward a little bit.
Randolph was charged with 1 count of child endangering, but she posted bond the same day and was let out. Well, this mother was neglectful, but the actions of these next parents will leave you shocked.
I'm gonna take this one.
On May 7, 2024, bystanders contacted the police after a man started shouting that he was the devil and Jesus. The worst part was that he was accompanied by his kids, who were in deplorable conditions. Soon, the officers came over, arrested the father, and went over to talk to the mother of the kids, Cassie Quay.
He's been Baker active, so he's gonna be mad for a while. Especially with me. That's fine.
I mean, I told him to. I told him it's just gonna be a matter of time before something like this happens. I mean, if it's a wake-up call for him, it's a wake-up call. I'm not happy about it either. Yeah, I know damn well he's not happy about it, but...
Oh no, he was calling me all sort of stuff.
I know you guys were recently working with Mr. Carr. Is that right? Yes. Okay. Yeah, we were part of the book program for a short time. Yep, I've seen that. And there was some engagement with some FIS activity for mental health concerns for Dad. Mental health concerns with Dad, yeah. Okay. And I see that he dropped out of that after a little bit. Had him on lithium orotate for a short time. He was actually making improvements. Okay. But I've noticed over the past month, like recently the past month, he's gotten down real drastically, like just the last month. Well, the case was just over last month, right? It was, I think, like almost 2 months ago. Okay. So yeah, and then he dropped because we had him on lithium orotate. He was doing better. Okay. He was still having episodes, but it wasn't as bad. Okay. But then
Cassie, who was also pregnant at that time, was being questioned by the cops as to why she would let her kids be with someone who was having mental health problems. Apart from this, the children's clothes were covered in dirt and they were starving.
You know, I've known for 11 years, and so I've never had any concerns with that. It's just right now, I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
With his mental health, I get it.
I mean, I have concerns for this situation right here. Obviously, I mean, you can't just have the kids in public saying that they're being kidnapped and dad's having a manic episode.
Well, I didn't hear that little tidbit.
Okay. Yeah. And you're telling me that this has been going downhill. He's been going downhill.
Just recently, last month, he's been, it's like every day, it's like negativity, and I've been talking about the same thing, about him being persecuted.
To make things worse, the officers also discovered that the children had never been to school and couldn't even remember their birthday.
How are we doing with him? Are we calm now? Are you calm? You okay? Okay, man. You're not being arrested with him. You're not going to jail, okay? You're going to a hospital. That's it. You're mad at me, and all I'm doing is taking care of you because I care for you, and I believe you really need help. That's it, okay? I know you're mad at me. You can be mad at me.
Buddy,
That's fine, man.
But buddy, I'm 53 years old. I'm full of the Holy Spirit. I see your Holy Spirit.
You see what?
I see you know some stuff.
I'm not.
No, I see it in your eyes. I have a gift of discernment.
That's fine. Maybe you're seeing something I don't.
I'm seeing whatever you're holding in.
That's fine, man.
You're holding some stuff back. You know some people.
I don't.
If you want to do me a favor.
Yeah. I even found your car keys for your wife. I gave it to her.
I'm not trying to belittle you. I'm just letting you know.
That's fine. I'm not saying you're lying.
I could run the mental.
The father of the kids, Baker acted, had completely lost his mind, and it was apparent that he was not fit to take care of the children. The entire blame was now on Cassie, who was trying to act as if nothing terrible had happened. Meanwhile, the cops shifted the children to a safer location and made sure that they were fed and clean.
What is kind of your plan right now with him?
Hers?
Well, if he's taking out, just text me. I should just have to take the daycare. I'm gonna make a learn how to drive. Daycare isn't going to accept them, though. They're 7 and 10 years old. I don't know what to do. I have no option there. Okay. Because obviously they can't be left with Dad. My concerns for you are that you are leaving them with Dad, knowing that he's actively having episodes. So that on your... I don't have another option, though. I understand, but that on your end is not the best interest of your children. I see where you're coming from, and it is a hard position to be in because you still got to work to provide for your kids, but Dad's also having manic episodes and can't manage them. So that's putting the kids in danger. Adventure Academy, we had canceled that subscription because they were just playing on games instead of doing the actual learning curves for it. Okay. So I mean, I'm sure if I figure out, I could probably find something like that, but we've just been doing out of the book. So I have all of what the kids have written down in books and stuff. Okay. So I don't know exactly what they're going to require from you. I know that they do monitor here in Florida by testing, even with homeschooling. Yeah. So I mean, if you could find me a homeschool, I mean, it's going to be about a picture. Yeah, I don't know what kind of time I have right now. And that's why I'm saying we got to come up with something. Are they going to go to school? School's almost out. It ends on the 24th. What is your plan for summer? You're asking me what my... I'm a day-by-day person. I don't know. Okay. Well...
Cassie was still trying to dodge the blame as she never acknowledged her mistake. However, it was inevitable that she was to be arrested.
From here?
No, in the... On your turn, your pregnancy.
I just entered my 16th week.
Third month?
I'm due in October.
October? So I guess y'all doesn't know yet what it is.
A boy.
A boy? Do you have a name?
No.
No?
No. I just started looking.
I'm going to have Cheryl drive your car back down to work, okay? And then we'll figure out everything else after this.
We can go to my house.
drop off in the house.
The thing is, Cheryl's got to get back to work. So I'm going to stay here with you.
But they're not going to take my car over there, are they?
No. Cheryl, you'll be fine. The managers will know. They won't call cops or nothing on it. That way she could take care of that.
Just like that, the cops proceeded to handcuff her and took her to the police cruiser.
Okay, I get you're in a really difficult situation.
Yeah, one of my contact people actually just arrived. She brought somebody with her to take the car over to the Crackwell parking lot, so that it's, at least I know where it's at.
And she's there.
Donna. That's
Okay.
Donna.
Okay.
She'll be back to get me home. So if you want to talk to her or whatever,
Well,
she'll be here.
that's what we're going to explain to you. This is what's going to happen right now. You're actually going to be arrested.
What?
Yep. And I'm going to explain to you what's going on. Okay? But
Yeah,
first, you're going to go with this officer, and then we'll give you more information.
Turn around. You're gonna take this one.
The cops also revealed that the children were so neglected that they were not given any food for days. After searching Cassie, the cops escorted her to the police station.
Anything in your shoes? No, nothing in my shoes.
Being a mother is surely tough, but this next mom just failed at her job.
Is that someone passed out on the ground right there? Are they both your children?
When the deputies arrived at the scene, one child was sobbing and another was banging his cup against the wall. Their ages were 2, 1, and just 7 days. As the deputies explored the inside of the house, they were met with horrifying views of filthy living conditions.
Yeah. Hello.
Are you guys looking for someone?
Yeah, you.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you the mother of these children here?
Yeah, what's up?
They've been screaming and crying?
Yeah, they're playing. They have the windows open. That's what they do.
They're not playing, ma'am.
Right, well, he looks like he needs some juice or something. He's showing me his cup.
Yeah, I was just about to go get them.
Okay, well, we're getting complaints that they feel like there's children in distress over there.
After a few minutes of knocking on the door, the children's mother, Christina Coe, finally answered the door, leaving the cops completely stunned.
They're very loud and they scream a lot.
Yeah, it's called a kid.
Yeah. They scream a lot and they're very,
How old are they?
almost 2 and 3. They're very, very...
Is anybody supervising them?
Yeah, I was just in there. Like, I was just in there getting them stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I have my other daughter in the
So there's like 10,000 choking hazards in there that they're locked in that room and nobody's in there supervising them? As they're screaming for the whole neighborhood to call us? And this apparently has not been the first time from all your neighbors calling in, saying that they hear this multiple times throughout the week.
After searching the house, the authorities discovered alarming things. There were cockroaches crawling all over the place, and one of them was even dangerously near to the child's pacifier.
Do you have an ID with you? When was the last time you even changed their diapers? As it's sagging there, probably full.
They had a ton of juice, and it was probably an hour and a half ago.
diapers.
Does this seem to be a safe environment for your children?
Yeah, it's completely safe. It's just, they're very, very loud and vocal. And since both of the windows are opened,
This is a safe environment, huh?
we're still cleaning it out. Their uncles and aunt just left and they trashed the place.
Yet the most unsettling discovery was in store for them when they noticed feces all over one of the mattresses.
So,
I'm not enthused so far, to be honest with you.
neither am I.
You notice the cockroaches on the walls?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can see the
So the screen was in there.
Yeah, the screen was in, but you see how they have the holes and stuff where they're pushing their fingers through, and I mean, I feel like you could easily push that out if you actually tried.
Okay.
It took her several minutes to, it seemed, a good amount of time to answer the door. When she answered the door, she was like groggy and tired.
Was the baby with her when she answered the door?
No.
Okay, so she wasn't.
The infant was asleep in the bed. She seemed tired, groggy, kind of out of it, like she just awoken. And they were banging on the door that was locked from the other side. With an empty juice cup. Mommy, mommy, mommy.
With an
Just
empty
scream.
what?
Juice cup.
The officers saw Christina's dishonesty as they saw the children, who appeared extremely dirty and were dressed in filthy clothes, testifying to their parents' blatant neglect.
Oh, juice cup. Huh? I was like, what's a juice cup? Okay.
And screaming, mommy, mommy, juice, juice. And just loud screeching. Do you want to explain or?
Sure. So based on our findings tonight, okay, we do have probable cause to make the arrest on both of you. Okay? It's just not fair to what's happening with these kids. All right, so both of y'all are going to be going to jail tonight for child neglect. Okay, DCF has obviously custody of the kids, and they're going to be staying with your sister, cousin. Is that what it is? Hopefully you guys are able to get out tomorrow. You can get back to your baby.
Yeah, with what? We have no money. I have no family.
I understand.
The father and mother were taken into custody by the authorities. Finally, the cops were set to deliver the rightful judgment.
Probable cause to make the arrest.
Okay? We don't tolerate this. All right. The conditions they're in is unsafe for them in general. Completely unsatisfactory.
If I leave my wallet and my ID and stuff with my mother,
You're going to probably want your wallet and your ID when you go.
Alright, go ahead and put your hands behind your back, please. Put your palms together just like you're praying.
Palms together. Palms together, like you're praying.
I know you're upset about your kids, but you hitting your head against that glass is not going to do anything. You have 3 little ones that care about you, that are waiting for you.
Yeah.
So let's just get this over with. Okay, we're going to go get you cleared at the hospital. If you don't want to get any treatment or anything, you'll just have to tell them that.
I don't want to go to the hospital.
Okay, but we have... There, you just tell them you don't want to see them, and they'll just fill out a piece of paper, and we leave. But according to our policy, because you just had
I'll fill it out now.
The deputies remained steadfast in their determination to protect the children's safety and well-being in the face of any request or justification.
I don't want to go there at all. I hate Advent. They treat me like shit.
Okay, perfectly fine. It's not your decision, it's ours, okay? Our policy states you're going to have to go. If you sign out AMA, that's not a problem. You don't have to get out of the car. That's not a problem, okay? At the end of the day, this is what is happening. I'm very sorry to be the one to tell you that, but there's no decision here. There's no choice to be made. This is what's happening. Please do not hit your head against my partition. All it's going to do is hurt and damage my car, okay?
I don't care if it hurts.
Do you have any questions, comments, or concerns at this point in time?
No.
Great. Close the door. Let's go.
All right,
The children found refuge in the care of a family member, and the couple was taken to the police station. Officers conducted their investigations with diligence and a dedication to justice. Their conclusions led to the filing of severe charges against both parents, who were each charged with 3 counts of felony child neglect without bodily harm. Subsequently, they were remanded to jail without the option for bond, ensuring that they would be held responsible for their acts. But this case is nothing compared to the next one, where this mother did something shocking.
It's not nothing new.
we're going to go in our car, okay?
I'm not going nowhere.
On November 9th, 2023, a security guard at Luis Munoz Marin School Dual Language Academy called Cleveland police, and they arrived quickly. The guard reported a concerning incident. A lady with a gun had entered the school.
What's going on, man?
So the young lady in the car, she spoke with cops. I had her brought around. She went in the building. She had a gun in her purse.
Okay.
She went in the building with the gun. I came over here, I asked the administrator, was she in the building with the bag, and she said yes.
How'd you guys find out she had the gun?
The security officer, in my understanding, seen the gun.
Have you seen it?
So, and then, so I went over there and I asked her to take the bag off of her. She said, I ain't giving you my gun. So I said, just take the bag off and we'll talk about it. And she was like, I ain't giving you my gun. So then when I said, come here, where you going? She decided to walk away. So I grabbed her and I cuffed her and I pulled the gun out of her bag.
I didn't even say nothing that even would make you think that I was trying to harm somebody. What are you talking about, right?
When the authorities got there, they found the woman adamantly refusing to surrender her bag with the gun in it.
I get a chance to get her purse off because she already slipped the cuff. She was giving me a hard time, so I just threw her on her, walked her in there just to get the gun in the back and separate her from the gun. Yeah. I haven't got a purse yet to get her out. What?
She slipped her cuffs too.
Oh, right now. Come on, young lady. I'm gonna take your purse from you.
You already got my gun. What do you need my purse for? You took my phone.
Look, relax.
Stop. I just got arrested in front of my baby school. If this is not the most embarrassing.
School.
And I told them I had it. I didn't take it and not tell them. I informed them because I walked my baby to school.
Hey, it's illegal to bring a gun into
And I tell them I come here every day. It's not nothing new.
We're gonna go in our car, okay?
I'm not going nowhere.
Alright, well, we're gonna have to recuff you.
This is really crazy.
The woman asserted that she informed the security guard that she was carrying a gun, stating that she routinely carried it without any problem.
You was a straight. You came. No, that didn't stop nothing. This some. Bro, like. I need my gun back when it's all done and said with. Like, and did nothing wrong. I informed everybody and everything. Like, what? I do this every day. Y'all found it. Man, don't put him on my wrist tight as he just did it and I just slipped out of the bitch. Don't do that.
They're tight. I don't think you just slipped out.
No, it was too tight on one and I told him I was gonna slip out the other one because that other one was so tight. I told him before he did it and he laughed at me like I was.
The woman insisted that bringing a gun to an elementary school was not an issue, mentioning that she did so daily without being involved in any crimes.
I can see if I came up here and tried to hurt somebody. I ain't come up here to do nothing to nobody.
We'll talk about it.
I informed you. You can go watch the videos. I don't even have to go nowhere. I specifically told them I had my gun. I didn't have to tell them I had my fucking gun if I was trying to do something to somebody. Let's be clear here. That would be stupid on my end.
Do you have anything else on you?
No, I didn't have no weapon in the first place but my gun. And I didn't come there. I brought my baby to school. And I told the security guard like I got my gun. Something I tell him every single day.
I'm gonna do a quick pat down with the back of my hand, alright?
Ignorance is embarrassing. My kid in school.
You have a CCW?
No, I don't have no CCW. I'm able to carry without it.
Yeah, you are. I was just asking if you did.
Although the lady was not detained or charged right away, police continued to look into the incident. Well, these cases might be tough to handle, but the next one will send shivers down your spine.
Okay, Annie, so you have a warrant out of Maricopa County, Arizona?
According to shocking police reports, a Washington mother was suspected of murdering her newborn daughter and throwing the baby's body in a trash can at an airport in Arizona in 2005.
Go talk to my mom real quick.
Yeah, we'll do that here in a second. Okay, Annie, so you have a warrant out of Maricopa County, Arizona? Okay.
Yeah, that's not true, but okay.
Well, you do. They've asked us to
I know, I know.
And we don't have any of the details. We're just asked to arrest.
I understand.
Okay?
I understand.
So, what's going to happen here is we're not going to ask you any questions or anything like that. Okay? We're going to take you to Snohomish County Jail and book you on a charge called fugitive from justice. Okay? It's because you have an out-of-state warrant. I will.
Even though I'm not actually a fugitive?
You are. It's considered a fugitive because it's an out-of-state warrant.
I'll do it.
I got it.
Lieutenant James Hester of the Phoenix Police Department announced at a press conference that Annie Anderson, 51, has been charged with first-degree murder in relation to the death of the infant known as Baby Skylar in a cold case that remained unsolved for 2 decades.
Any weapons on you or anything like that?
I do have a knife in my pocket.
Which pocket?
The right one.
The right one?
There.
Okay. I appreciate you being honest.
No,
so
it's just a pocket knife.
Yeah.
You know, a little pocket knife. And I have a box cutter.
Okay. These 2 things right here, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is awesome before Christmas. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Can you lock those cuffs on you so they don't lock up at all?
What shoes are handy that bring them on?
There's a pair of black shoes, and they have their sock. There's a pair of socks in them. They're underneath the edge of my bed. You should know where they are.
Black shoes, okay.
Let
me fix this one for you real quick.
I have.
On October 10th, 2005, in the Sky Harbor Airport toilet, airport staff discovered baby Skylar's body. When the police arrived, they discovered a female infant who was wrapped in newspapers and a white towel, packed into a plastic bag from the Marriott Hotel.
I have a bad back.
Okay. I'll help you up if you want to just put one leg up. How can I help you? It's probably easier with your other foot.
That's my bad leg. Sorry,
That's your bad leg. Would it be easier to put you in a car that is a little bit lower? Would that be helpful?
We can help her up.
She has a bad back, so.
Oh.
Would it be easier if I put you in a, let's say, an SUV that you don't need? Bring Luke's car up here.
His car's behind.
I can.
It's me just as
That's fine.
I can manage if you can.
Okay.
We'll help you.
How can I help you?
Just-
Ready? 1,
yeah.
2, 3. There you go.
Let me confirm and check.
Can you?
Yeah, they already did.
They're getting some shoes.
They're getting some shoes for you, okay? Sit tight for a second, all right?
The officers arrested her and put her in the back of their police cruiser. They then went to her mother's house and requested her shoes.
Are you Lila?
I am.
Can you get some shoes for your daughter?
What's going on?
She has a warrant for her arrest out of Arizona.
What?
Yeah, for a homicide. So she's gonna need a pair of shoes, okay?
So does she have a jacket?
You can grab her shoes and a jacket if you have them for her. Okay? We're working on it. Yeah.
What does she have on her feet currently?
I don't know.
She asked for shoes.
She just asked for shoes. You can come out here.
You can come out.
The case had remained dead for years, but finally, thanks to DNA and genealogy, the detectives were able to trace the murder back to the newborn's mother, Annie.
I have my slippers on. This is ridiculous. Okay, so are these sufficient, or do you want your Crocs? Those are fine. Those are fine. My phone is right here in my pocket right there. Can you get it? I need you to call James. Are you? Can I put my shoes on?
Mm-hmm.
Are you chained up or something? Yes.
She's in handcuffs. Are you able to help her with her shoes we put on?
So I don't know how to get to where James is. Right there. His phone number's going to come right up because he's right there.
So let's do this. Let's do this. We could bring the shoes with us to jail. You can swap them out of jail. I'm going to switch you into chains real quick, so Mom might have you step out of the way. So look at your hands.
Despite being arrested, Annie requested the officers to make a call, and the officers obliged. She quickly got out of the truck and called her friend.
Let's
Talk to
drop
him
that
for
pen
just a
down
sec.
there. You can put him on speakerphone if you need. Is that your attorney or is that your?
He's going to call my attorney.
He's going to call your attorney.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready for the next one?
So lift your arms up for me here. Here you go.
As much as they go. Can you just hold it up to my ear?
Or just hold it up to her ear.
Can you
Yeah.
just hold it up to my
Get about
ear?
30 seconds, okay? You're going to get phone calls at the jail.
Hello? Hey, you know what's happening, right? Okay, I need you to handle it, okay? I need you to do everything in your power to figure this out. It's in my savings. My mom's got my phone.
Annie had no remorse on her face, and it appeared as if she never did the heinous act. Moments later, she transferred money to her friend for attorney fee.
I've got to transfer some cash for him so he can pay my attorney.
Okay. Let's do that real quick.
I will do it as fast as I possibly can, depending on the internet connection.
Yep. No, I hear you.
You know what I mean?
I got you. You've been super cool, so we'll let you do that. She's got to transfer some money for some attorney fees, though, so. That's fine. It's my Sergeant Dill. He's a super patient guy.
I'm generally super patient too, and I'm gonna try everything I can here to just, remain calm.
Did you know this was coming?
In a roundabout sort of way.
Okay.
I've been talking to
You're
them.
kind of dealing with it, right?
But they, I hadn't heard anything. We've been trying to work out some details and some things,
Got it.
and
You're good. Just transfer your money.
I'm really quite irritated though that this is happening today.
Yeah, they called us 2 hours, an hour and a half ago.
I mean, after Christmas would have been so much nicer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I transferred the funds to the account.
Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today we saw some heartbreaking cases where evil and parents were exposed and arrested by the cops. It's saddening to see children treated this way. These parents simply don't deserve to have kids. If you agree with me, please consider showing your support by liking this video, and make sure to subscribe to stay informed about future cases like these. Also, if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video here.